So you want to move to Canada. I know that feeling. Your passport has been requested and you have sent it over and it's been stamped and you are excited, buying the necessary things you want to take along with you and even packing to come to Canada. But wait. Hold up. There are a few things you need to know before you get on that plane, and as usual I am here to give you the tea and just bring you up to date as to what is happening. Welcome beautiful people. If you're new here, my name is Chiamaka Ahodu, and on this channel we're all about personal development. It comes in form of beauty, fashion, lifestyle, mental health, you name it. And if you love such topics, why not smash the subscribe button and become a part of our community? It doesn't cost you anything. It's totally free. Thank you for subscribing. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and of course don't forget to share this video with whoever you feel this sort of video will be relevant to. Bear in mind that these things are not to deter you from coming to Canada. These tips are rather to better improve you and enlighten you as to what to prepare for when you make this journey. So without yapping too much, let's get right into the video. I wish I knew some of these things before moving, but better now than never. Tip number one, get ready to pay your bills monthly. I'm from Africa, Nigeria to be precise, and in Nigeria our rent, for example, is being paid yearly. However, when I did move to Canada, I discovered that if you want to rent an apartment or you want to participate in any form of mortgage payment, those bills are being charged monthly. So for example, if in Nigeria I know that, oh, January I'm to make payment for my rent, so I'm gonna save from January up until December and have my rent ready so that by January of the coming year I will pay my landlord, landowner, landlady, whatever. But here in Canada, house rent is being paid on a monthly basis. You have to set some certain amount aside for your monthly bill. Other than the house rent, the phone bill is being paid monthly. Same goes for the hydro bill. That's the light bill, gas bill. Yeah, everything is monthly. You have to better prepare yourself to change your mindset if you're not used to that mindset that, okay, where I'm going to now, my phone bill, my power bill or energy bill, my cable bill, if you have cable, whatever the bill is, it's going to be sent to you at the end of the month, and you have up to a certain period or a certain due date to make payments. Coming up strong, the second tip I would love you to know is that they do have a credit system here. So just in case whatever country you're coming from, you do not have a credit system, here in Canada there's a credit system. I believe there are credit systems in other countries like the US, the UK, Europe as well, but I'll speak for Canada because that's where I currently am at right now. So what I mean by credit system, if you are not familiar, is they have a buy now pay later policy in almost anything you want to purchase. So they could spread the payment for you. Most times as an immigrant or as someone coming from a different country into such country and you're not aware of that kind of thing, you just get super duper excited when, for example, you want to purchase a shirt now, and the shirt can even be $5, for example, and you would have the option to pay for that shirt 5 times. So if you can purchase it once, that would be nice. So it's better and advisable you spread payment for things that are more important, like your mortgage, like your car bill, because that's a necessity. So I'm not saying you shouldn't purchase a shirt of $5 and spread the payment into 5. It's your choice if that's what you choose to do, but do not get super duper excited over such things, because most of the times you find out that you're also paying interest on such purchases. So save that option for when you have something that is really important to spread the payment plan across. Over here, your credit is really important. They are very particular about your credit. So when you have good credit, it's good for even you, your family members, and whoever is affiliated with and to you. You need a good credit when applying for a mortgage. You need a good credit when trying to purchase a car. You need a good credit when applying for an apartment. In fact, some people need good credit for some certain type of jobs. So it's good to maintain a good credit. Always try as much as you can to maintain a good credit score. Tip number 3 would be for you to get ready to wear multiple clothing during the winter season. Yes, I said it, guys. Believe me when I tell you that during the winter period, there are days I have worn 3 to 5 tops. Yes, because we can't say this enough. Canada gets extremely cold during fall and winter season, even during spring sometimes. As I'm filming this video currently, this is spring. Some days it's hot, some days it's cold, some days it's cold and it's still sunny. Bipolar weather. But what can we do? You have to protect yourself. So if you're just used to wearing a piece of clothing, 2 pieces of clothing, where you're coming from, here, get ready. Else you're arriving during the summer period or towards the end of summer period, like I did arrive. But whatever it is, just bear in mind that as much as we love the sun, a time comes when it gets gloomy, cloudy, and extremely cold. So protect yourself. There is no shame in wearing multiple clothing. The most important thing is for you to keep warm. So as much as I was told that, I just felt, oh, there's nothing there. Hard gear, see cold. She nearly won't faint. So please don't come and form hard girl, hard guy. Just do whatever you have to do to keep yourself warm. That's one tip I wish I knew. And if you go back to my first video here on YouTube, things I wish I knew before moving to Canada, you will see that I mentioned that as well. I didn't pick the right clothing when I was moving here. Yes, when you get here, you will get the necessary clothing. But if you do have some clothing items, particularly if you're moving here during the winter period, please bring them with you. Your thick sweaters, your thick cardigans, your thick socks, whatever you have, bring them with you. And if you can purchase one of each item, that would be nice as well. So while you're excited, while you're dancing, while you're packing your bags, be sure to look into it if you have the necessary outfits for the season you're moving in, particularly the winter period. And get ready to put on multiple layers of clothing. It's good. Again, like I mentioned, the goal is for you to keep warm. The next tip would be the weather. Yes, we can't talk about this weather enough. I have repeatedly mentioned the fact that the weather is cold, but guys, this is spring period. Summer is just around the corner, but the weather is still not stable. Today it's cold, tomorrow it's hot. And not just the weather. If you remember in my loneliness video and also things I dislike about Canada video, you know I mentioned how during the winter period the weather gets gloomy at about 4 p.m. Guys, the opposite is the case for this spring and summer period that I currently am in. Just as the weather gets extremely gloomy by 4 p.m. during the winter period, expect to an extent so that during the spring and summer period, it's usually brighter for the most part. And honestly, I'm not even complaining. I can't complain. I really do like and enjoy that, at least while I can. But just notice that in Canada, there is usually always almost certainly a change in weather, and a rule of thumb will just be for you to go with the flow. When it gets gloomy during the winter period, you can do it. When it gets overly bright during the summer period, you also can do it. Those are the joys of being in Canada and being in a different country than wherever you're moving from. Another tip I would give would be about the bus services. Again, I come from Nigeria, and you know, in Nigeria, most times, especially those of us that are hard girl I don't know why I just keep calling myself hard guy. All right, but on a serious note, particularly most of us that we are all about the hustle. You wake up in the morning, you want to jump on the next available bus to get to your place of work and just move on with your life, and the driver is screaming, "Oh me da, that means where's my money?" or calling the names of the next bus stops. You just have to keep going, "Oh wow, that means I'm coming down at this bus stop." You know, all that vibes now. And you know how you just come down from the bus whenever you get to your destination and you just move on with your life. Well, here in Canada, at least in my experience, it's not like that. Definitely it's more civilized, and the bus driver doesn't scream your bus stop, collect money from you, or give you change, or none of those shenanigans. There's even a public announcement system kind of generated in the bus that mentions, and not just mentions, shows you visually the next bus stop where the driver would wait for whichever passenger wants to get down. Now, why am I touching on this bus services is because, remember in my things I love about Canada, where I mentioned Canadians are super duper friendly. Yes, it applies in the bus services system as well. So when you get off the bus at your bus stop, it is expected that you be courteous enough to tell the driver thank you before getting off the bus. Now, while you may not be used to such in whatever country you're coming from, or you may be, because I mean, it's just good to be courteous, bear in mind that in Canada it's something that is being taken seriously. So when you get to your bus stop, before you get down, you need to thank you. It doesn't hurt. So be sure to thank your bus driver, be sure to thank your waiter, whatever person of service you come in contact with. It's just advisable for you to be courteous. Use your please, thank you, excuse me, I'm sorry. Use such words, because at least in my experience, most of them do so as well. If you mistakenly trip or something, they are quick to tell you, "Oh, sorry." If you're standing in their way, they are quick to tell you, "Please excuse me," and things like that. So be sure to thank your driver when you get to your bus stop. Whoever comes in contact with you that is a person of service, be sure to tell them thank you, whether they are being paid to do it or not. It's just common courtesy. That being said, welcome to Canada. Be sure to leave a comment in the comment section below, letting me know if you're on the journey to relocating to Canada, or if you're in the journey to getting ready to move to Canada, or if you haven't thought of it before but coming across this video you just want to do that. I would really love to know that. Again, bear in mind that none of these tips are to scare you. Instead, these tips are just for you to better prepare yourself to have an almost seamless journey and enjoy your stay here in Canada. So you're not looking like a JJC, like when you're about to get out from the bus and people are looking at you like, have you said thank you? So you're not looking surprised. You, when you get to the bus stop, you just be like, thank you, my G. If you've been watching my video and you've been feeling your girl, do well to smash the subscribe button, become a part of our community, turn on the post notification bell so you would know whenever I post a new video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share this video with all of your friends who plan on relocating to Canada. Until next time, bye beautiful people.